Hey, maybe if I unmute the mic, that'll help. Hey there, everybody. I don't even know if anybody's in here yet. Let's see here. Notes. Nope. Okay. So anyway, yeah, welcome to. Why is this like this? I don't want this. Cancel. That's not what I want. So there we go. I know this is great TV here. And this is not working at all. So cancel. Yeah, discard changes. There we go. All right. So, hey everyone, Scott from Scott's Moto Adventures, and I am here tonight. It's been like 2-3 months since I've done a live stream. Life has gotten in the way, life has been crazy. So I just was like, I wanted to do a live stream. If you saw on the thumbnail, you saw what I'm working on. One of the projects I worked on during Thanksgiving was I wanted to add I wanted to work on the clutch on the motorcycle. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So okay, this isn't working. Oh, there it goes. All right. I know. Very, very hi Patrick. So yeah, I was working on the motorcycle Thanksgiving, putting a clutch in, and I was putting new throttle bodies in. The throttle bodies, after a while, there's two little bearings on each side, and there's two throttle bodies. They're starting to vibrate after 120,000 miles. And I was changing them out, and I damaged the throttle cable. So I didn't finish the job. I just picked up some throttle cables this week from my BMW dealership. I paid a little bit more, but support your local dealers. And then I think I got Black Friday pricing. I got a free meal because I'm cheap. I ordered it on like a day that they had a free meal. And then with the BMW MOA, I get a couple bucks back. So I didn't buy a bike. I'm not like, Patrick, who's in the room with his Ibex. I was good. The GS 310s were looking promising, but I did not buy one of those, and they are being discounted pretty good right now because you have the 450 coming up in the next year or two, and I'm interested in pricing, and I'm interested in pricing, and I'm interested to see if they come out with a street version. With the GS 1150, I'm never going to get rid of that. So that's always going to be my ADV bike. Kind of want to get like a sport tourer or a sport bike, not a sport bike, but like standard or something, and then something for the wife so she could ride. But yeah, I had a good day at Hermes. That's one of the best. It's one of the best ones in the country. I do like Detroit more with the coffee machine, but the parts staff and the sales staff is really good at Hermes, and then the sales staff is really good at Detroit also. So because I met some of them. So yeah, that's kind of what I was doing Thanksgiving weekend. It is cold up here in Pennsylvania. We are at a whole whopping I think tonight it's going to be like 25 degrees. We're going to get snow, which is something, which means I have to get the snowblower out tomorrow. It's not 5 to 6 inches. It's like 2 to 3 inches, but I got to get something for my to do some plowing or get rid of the snow at least. So I got salt. I got my snowblower. I'm good to go. I have a BMW breakfast in the morning. We do a monthly meeting where we go out. We get, we go to a restaurant and then, get breakfast. Usually in the Lehigh Valley, so Eastern Pennsylvania. With the way the club is going, yeah, with the way the club is going, um, we're expanding because we changed from a charter to a chapter. I think that's how it goes. So we went from 120 to 600 members, and now it's like most of Eastern Pennsylvania. Yeah, Patrick. I was because I follow Dollywood, and I know you're not too far away from there. I saw that they were like closing early or opening late tomorrow, so I knew something was up. Dollywood. I'd love to go down to Dollywood at Christmas time, ride the train and check it out. And I mean, Dollywood does Christmas right. I've seen what they do from videos, but I got to go see it in person. So that's something I want to do. Um, but yeah, it's so we got a little bit, and then we got the meeting. I'll probably go to work tomorrow. I was thinking about working on the bike. Maybe in the evening, I'll work on the bike. I think we're gonna have a real winter up here where it's gonna be cold and it's gonna be snowy, and I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of riding time, which kind of sucks. But I mean, now's the best time for me to get working on some projects, and that 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 clutch job is not like a clutch job on a Harley or a JDM bike. You have to split that bike in half. Let's see here. I'll see if I can quick pull up a picture here. It kicked my butt, and then on top of it, it was cold. So I was kind of cold and trying to work on that. Here we go. And share this tab here. And oh, hey, how about I also do and add the stage? Cool. So yeah, I mean, here's my. Can I blow this up? Anyway, here's what it's supposed to look like. I think I did something on Instagram. That's why I brightened up. Took out some stuff. I have to split it in half. It's taking pictures of what I needed to do. There it goes in half, which that was a lot of fun. You use a ratchet strap to raise the back end so you can access this area here, and then your clutch is like here. So I was busting my butt, and here's what the old one looked like. And it was a little, the clutch material was okay. It was the end of the clutch, and there's a design flaw. The Germans had a design flaw where it ate apart the ends of the clutch. So the new one has a slightly longer, this part here is slightly longer, so it grabs on, and this here gets all eaten up. I have to see you later, Pat. I have to, when I do this kind of thing, when I was headed back from the Tennessee trip that I did in June, I was hearing a high end noise. I'm like, what the hell is that? And as the summer went on, as I was hitting around like 80 miles an hour on the bike, I would hear it more and more. And so I just was like, okay. I just I'm playing something here. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. So yeah, and Patrick was saying Dollywood is amazing, and I know I sent him something about uh anyway, so I told him, I said, hey, Biltmore was doing something. I was like, hey, check out this. They had really cool lighting at Biltmore. So I ended up, so that was, anyway, what I'm working on here. This is what I was working on. So loads of fun. Beamer Boneyard, I picked up most of the parts from Beamer Boneyard. And then there was another place I ended up picking parts up, like it's in Denver. I think it's like Euro something. I always forget their name. But so there was that, and that was a job that needed to be done after my long riding season, because I think I started in March, and I continually ran to pretty much November, and then I was like, I wanted to actually take it down after my Knoebels. Give me 1 minute here, guys, which means it's just Patrick. So let me go to integrated and yeah, I am. Yeah, my camera died. That's just great. Integrated. Come on. I might have to hook up the GoPro real quick. Okay. I don't know why my integrated's not working. Okay, that's weird. All right, so we try to fix this. So one thing about DJI is their action cam is absolutely horrible for live streaming. This has failed on me like 2 or 3 times, but oh my god, it's super hot. That's why. And I even put it on. I even like lowered the. I even lowered the. What's it called? The resolution, and it's. Come on. There it goes. See something here. Yeah, it overheated. Yeah, it's on 1080p, and so that's not good. Wonder if it's the cable. Okay. Yeah, it won't work. All right, let me try to do something here. All right, let me try this again. Do I have the GoPro thing? I know this is just really good. I'm gonna quick get out of here for a sec here. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, cool. I'm back. GoPro. So you can see what the difference between the GoPro is and the DJI. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. The DJI just overheated, which that's a problem with DJI, like that nobody mentioned. So I love my Action 4. I think it's a great camera, but when I'm on the bike, it gets a lot of wind and stuff, so it cools it off. This thing, no. This thing is something. The Action 4, when you don't have wind on it, it overheats way too much, and maybe it's because it's a refurb. I don't know, but my DJI or my GoPro is better at it's better at webcam than anything else. But now I'm looking at it and it's not charging, so it's actually scaring me a little bit. It's in wide mode too. Can I actually do something about that? Lens mode. What does linear look like? Yeah, it looks a little bit better. And that's a cool thing. I don't have to play with the camera. What does narrow look like? Oh, that's better. I like that more. But I know for a fact it's on battery only. It's not charging, which is scary. That scares me a little bit, but I know. Anyway, Inside Baseball. Yeah, the GoPro is better for webcam than the Action 4. So there's something new. But anyway, so what was I talking about? I was talking about the clutch job. It got put back together except for the cables. I'll probably be doing that, if not tomorrow, at some point this week. While I was gone, I made a video about the zombie rally, which was really cool. And I'm definitely going to do more Lobo Loco rallies. They don't really do well on video, but I'm just going to do those again. There's a couple of good ones next year. Hopefully they don't. No, I can't do that. Hopefully they don't really like mess up with it too much. What I wanted, one of the things I did this season was the Cottywomple, which was from April to November, and I finished that up, and I got my results for that. Very happy with the results. I could actually, hey, how about oh great, this is all messed up. What if I do this? And yeah, 2000, there we go. So Cottywomple has ended, and I don't know why. Add to stage, there you go. So the Cottywomple ended on October 31st. I know my last stop was, there's a Dunkin' Donuts right up the street from my house. I was like, that's gonna be the last one because I don't want to try. So I made that my last one. And the theme tied in with Tennessee, tied in with Nashville because we were in Lebanon, Tennessee. So that's why there's a guitar and a motorcycle, and it tied in with the rally, which was my first rally, and I was really happy about it. I haven't bought my ticket yet, but Vermont is a definite go for the BMW MOA rally. Since I'm a member, it's a whole $90. It's a whole $90 to go up there and go camping. So I'm looking forward to that. Next month it goes up to like 129. If you're not a member, it's 129. BMW MOA, you're invited. You can bring anything. One guy last year had the hybrid Kawasaki, which was awesome. I think that it's a cool bike, and the price has gone down drastically. My local dealer, Martin Moto, has one for 7,000. But anyway, so the Grand Cottywomple and the Demented Instigator, that's the guy who runs the thing, and it's a committee, maybe one weird guy. I don't know. There's been a couple of people that don't like some of the names of his themes, and he gets in trouble with the MOA higher ups for being a little pervy. But anyway, he made the list of things, and it went pretty well. Looking at here, I'm scrolling up and getting my facts here because I got some facts. I gave everything in the Walton PA Discord, but anyway, so the winner with 83,500 points, John Frick. I never met. I think he was at the seminar with me. He killed it. I mean, he crushed it. Last year's winner was like 65,000. This guy went up to 85,000. Last year's winner took a break. I don't know if they were burnt out, but they only did like 30. But yeah, wow, he killed it. I was doing some calculations. I think it was like 1,700 stops he did, and I guess he had 1,000 more he wanted to give or something. I'm like, it must be nice to be retired. I wish I could do that kind of thing, go all over God's green earth, but he killed it. Good for him. And so me, I ended up with 7,000. So I got 140 stops. At the end, the judges were being tough on me about something. I'm like, well, tell me what I'm doing is wrong. And then they wouldn't do it. And then I finally was like, guys, you got to tell me what's wrong. What happened was you had to get chickens. Okay. And if you go to Tractor Supply Company, they have chickens. Well, at Christmas time, they're Christmas chickens. And they said, we don't count holiday decorations. I totally forgot about that rule. I wish they would have reminded me. They were kind of being coy, and I'm like, guys, like, tell me. So, anyway, it was a little bit less submissions this year. I don't know if the judges were tougher and scared some people off. But last year, I think there was like 16 or 17,000, and so there were 16 or 17,000, and this year there's only 15. So it was close. There were 134 finishers out of 289. So I'm glad people signed up, but I'm also glad that we were able to, a good chunk of us finished, less than half. That's a little disappointing. More of us should be, but at least get to 300, get 6 stops, and then you're entered in a raffle, which is the raffle is January 21st, 2026, National Squirrel Day. I hope to win something because first year they were giving away 360 cameras and all this other stuff. Last year wasn't as good. Last year they were just giving away like some more BMW MOA stuff, but I really hope that they go back to giving some action cameras out. I hope I win something too, because I haven't won anything yet. That's part of the reason why I do it. It's like, I have a shot. I have a good, because look, 134 people out of 289. So you have a 1 in 134 chance of winning something. That's pretty good. And there's like 5 to 20 prizes, depending on what year it is. That's pretty good. Anyway, so out of the 13,000 that were scored, one of the things was go to Starbucks. So that was like over half. Go to coffee shops. So I did that. I did that a lot too. Here, let me just quick read mine. I went to 81 coffee shops out of the 140. So again, that was over mine. And then went to the board, and then board barbecue. That was barbecue. I went to 15. Now that wasn't my second place. Barbecues were easy to get to, especially in this area, because of Mission Barbecue, which is a good barbecue place. But it's a chain. I could have went to more. Toward the end, I was kind of beat up. I was kind of tired, and once I reached over the 5,000, 5,500 that I did last year, I'm like, well, let me go hit 6. I'm like, well, I'm at 6. How close am I to 7? Okay, let me go to 7, and then I'm going to cut it off at that, and I did. So yeah, I did that. So barbecue, I went to a couple places. When I went around Nashville, I got outside of one. The honky tonks, they weren't counting, which that's a shame, but I went to honky tonk too. And then what else? For me, the second place was Loose Cannon. I found your VFWs and your VFWs, and what's the other thing? I mean, you have war. I live by Valley Forge and Gettysburg, but they only gave me 1 per battlefield. Legion of American Legions and VFWs, they typically have those. So I went there. That was my second place. Chickens, how many chickens did I get? I got 9 chicken statues. One of the things that I did later on was there were mule statues, and mule statues were toward the end also, where I started to get those. There were other challenges. Let's see here. All right. Um, yeah, not a lot of people did the Hee Haw Challenge 239. 7 of those are mine. Because in Eastern Pennsylvania, we had the Democratic Convention all the way back in like 2004, 2008 or something. And so they put a bunch of mules up and down Pennsylvania. And so I had those at my I had those available. And I know Terrence, who's a part of my club, he's a 5th place finisher. He ended up, he said, "Hey, Scott, check out this website." So I did that. He gave me some good places. A lot of the other stuff was location. Like we have Martin Guitar here in Nazareth, so I got that. The Johnny Cash here was visited 17 times. One of them was me when I went to Nashville. And then there were issues with the Music City Challenge. Like they just were too complicated. There were extra rules, and you had to have the rule book with you when you went down there. And it just kind of was a little annoying. But yeah, they said most of the stuff was in May or June. My top months were like July or August, because I would go on a day ride where I'd get 20 to 30 stops per day. The volunteers were okay. I think they were tougher this year. So, next year I'm on the fence about how I want to do it. Yeah, here's Terrence. He's 5th. John Frick, 8,500, beat somebody up by almost 50,000 points. I mean, that's just when I play iRacing and I'm good, like I'm the highest guy by a lot, and then I'm not kidding, I lapped the field 3 times one race this past season. I call that baby seal clubbing. Yeah, he baby seal clubbed everybody. I think Sharon won last year. She got 32, so I don't know if she was burnt out. So here's your top, but here I am all the way down here. 28th spot. So 28 out of 134. That's pretty good. Very happy with that. So, I mean, next year, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to do it again and like aim for 10,000, or if I want to just go low, because we had a couple 300s. Like they're like, "Hey, we got a 300s. We're gonna go in the raffle." And let's see here. So that was I got that. I think I got that early this year. I want to say it was closer to Christmas. I know we're getting close to Christmas, but I think it was closer to Christmas when the Cottywample the Cottywample results came out. I'm drinking PA beer, Troganator, so I shouldn't be too messed up. I really haven't been drinking it. Anyway, next year it's announced for next year on February 2nd, Groundhog's Day. So I signed up for the Cottywample, and then I go watch Bill Murray's Groundhog Day. So there's that. As far as I still have the Team Strange Shakespeare one. I did not go as gung-ho with that this year as I did the racetrack one last year. Racetrack one, I really enjoyed because of iRacing, because of other stuff. I really enjoyed it, and I was on top of everything I do. This year, it's Shakespeare, which I find interesting, but at the same time, it's like, it's harder. It was harder to get places. And I ended up finishing that. I have not seen the results. I'm expecting them around Christmas or New Year's. I really just give me a finisher pin and I'm happy. I went to see Shakespeare this year, which was cool. I haven't seen a Shakespeare show in forever. but you know, it is what it is. So, that's kind of what I did. That one I'm not too worried about. Lobo Loco stuff, I did great for me. First one was like hit or miss. I was way too much stuff. Second one, I did much better, finishing in the top 10. Last one, I finished seventh. I'm happy with that, but I could have went harder. But you know what? I should just have fun. So what's next is, I'll just start sharing these tabs. Share this tab instead. So yeah, like here's some of my stuff from the 7,000 points. I did a screenshot so you can see how much I did of Starbucks and Board Barbecue and Loose Cannon and all this other stuff. I'm on a Discord right now, and I absolutely love Discord. To me, it is the best social media platform. I'm gonna go up here, and if you notice here, one of the things I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be doing a review about motorcycle Discords. And like you got our motorcycles right here. Yeah, I paid to join the Yami Noob. There's a reason why I'm doing this. Her Two Wheels has one. Chase on Two Wheels is free, believe it or not. So that was kind of cool. Spite's Corner. Guy who inspired me to make this video was Jake the Garden Snake, because he ended up he was doing a video about something, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, the guys, we play video games, and they told me in the Discord that I should do a giveaway." And I'm like, nobody told you that. Nobody told you that. The giveaway stuff, the big giveaway stuff of the bikes and stuff, like a lot of people think those are scams. So when he was like that, I was like, are you serious? Whatever, dude. So I went in and I joined, and yeah, here, I'll show you what it is. I mean, it's not a bad little, actually, his isn't a bad Discord. And believe it or not, the Ami Noob, as much as that hate guy pisses people off, it's actually not a bad Discord. He does mini giveaways too. So if you like, he gave away a DJI action, or a DJI Osmo 360 or whatever it is, a couple like this last week or 2 weeks ago. So that was nice to him. Yeah, like it's he doesn't play games like he says he does, not as much as you think. Like, it's not a weekly thing. It's whenever he can. There is a lot of talk about oh, I don't know. There's a lot of talk about like motorcycles, something there. Local meetups. He talks about cars, boats. Actually, was a cars thing? No, that's something dumb. Roast my bike. So he does talk about a lot of things. So I figured, okay, well, he's talking up his Discord, so maybe I should, try out these paid Discords and see what they look like. So a couple of them weren't too bad. I think Jake's was like a whole $1 for a month. And then another, I think Spite was like $2. Her Two Wheels was a little expensive at $5. And I'm not going to say how much I paid for Yami, but Yami also gives you entries to his giveaway. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So I won't win that, but Quasimotard, that's a good one. Actually gotta stop sharing this one for a second here, because I got something that's not, I got a I can't, it's I beta test a program, and I can't, I gotta hide that one. So I gotta hide that somewhere. So let me get that out of the way here. Yeah, you gotta sign NDAs and stuff. It's not fun. It is fun when you're testing stuff, but yeah, I'm testing a program out, and they really want me to not tell anybody anything. So, but yeah, it's trying to make a folder here. I know. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. It's one of the things I'm running here. Let me show you something. Got a new toy. This is the Cinemesh Plus. My most popular video is the Sena Meshport Blue, how to connect that with a Cardo. And it's my most popular one, and it's great and everything. It's 2 years old as of this week, and it's at 3,900 views, which for some people are there, they're like, oh, that's nothing. But for me, that's a big deal. And I sold that recently. I had a member, he joined the club, he went riding with the guys. The guys in the club are having issues connecting because we use Cinemesh and we love it. Like it's a solid way to talk to each other. So we're talking to him and everything, and they couldn't connect. And they're like, well, why couldn't he connect? And I was like, well, it's because I wasn't there. I know I have an ego about it, but I don't care. Because I was the day I went to Knoebels, we went to Hermes in the morning, got food there. We were going to a Skeeter's up in Skeeter's all the way up in Berwick. No, not Berwick. Well, we ended up going to Skeeter's, and the one guy, he went on a ride with the rest of with a good cluster of club members in West Virginia, and for the entire week he could not talk to them. So it was and he had a Freecom 2X or 4X. So I said, hey, give me that. I hit a couple buttons because I have the Cardo Spirit HD, which is very similar. I hit a couple buttons and I had him connected within 2 minutes. So he connected to my Sena 50S through Bluetooth. And he's like, I didn't know you could do that. I go, well, I mean, I've watched enough YouTube videos and I have the Spirit HD. So it's not hard to do once you figure it out. And, so anyway, a couple weeks go by. The one guy, he worked for the government and he was, laid off during the shutdown. So he went riding with the guys during the week and I was working, and they're like, hey, Scott, would you mind selling your Meshport Blue because you have a new Sena, the 50S? And I was like, okay. I sold it to him. I sold it to him. He got a good deal on it. And I was doing some more research with Cinemesh and everything, and I was reading that Cardo actually connects to this guy now easier. See, it's all black. The Meshport Blue has a blue line here. This is all black. And the idea of this was to connect with your Sena SMH10 or your cheaper Sena units. And for a while, that's how it was. Now, I don't know if the FTC came in or the FCC came in and said, hey, guys, you can't mess with Bluetooth. Or I don't know if, Carter's like, come on, like work with us, or Sena's like, you know what, to get rid of these, let's connect them. I don't know what happened there, but when I made that Meshport Blue video 2 years ago, you cannot connect this to a Cardo. You can now. It's no longer restricted. And when I first got the Meshport Blue, they were kind of restricted. You had to go through a second channel, like your phone 2 channel or your GPS channel, to hook it up. This now connects directly through intercom. So like what I would do is I would put the Cardo HD or Cardo Spirit HD in intercom mode, press a button, and it connects through intercom mode. In the past, it didn't work like that. So I don't know what happened there. I'm actually thinking about playing with this a little bit more. Since I got the GoPro, I could actually see if this acts like a Meshport Red. If this does both of what the red and blue do, this is a great deal. And I bought this, I got like $25 off for $100 after Black Friday or at Black Friday. And Black Friday was okay. I ordered it. It took them a week to ship it out. So, and then I found out they gave them the same discount on Amazon. I'm like, okay, I should just ordered it from Amazon. But that's a video that's going to be coming out shortly. I got that. What else do I got? I got the Discord. I got a camera video. I didn't get a camera. I want to get a camera. Here, I'll show you guys what I want to get. But it might not be, I might not be able to get it in the next couple of weeks because of reasons. Oh, wow, it's down. It's a little, wait, what? Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Here, let me screen share. Yeah. So, add to stage. So I'm looking at the Nano. The Nano is a cool little, cool. I was thinking about getting this, and the reason is I don't really care for this. I don't want this. I could care less about it. What I do want to get is, let me see if I can find it. Nano helmet. So I absolutely hate, yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for. Where is it? Here it is. So I'm going to quick share this tab instead. No, that's a 3S. Someone made one. They made a mount for inside the helmet. Because I don't want a giant piece of gear coming off the front of my helmet anymore. I don't like it. Let me see if I can get it. Here we go. Somebody made it. Share this tab instead. So, yeah, I mean, you have like a little mount here now. That's for the outside. That's not what I'm looking for. It's still big. I don't like it. So, I mean, I was kind of hoping somebody would make it. I thought I found one for inside. They got chin mounts, but I don't want that. So somebody made one for the, someone made it so it fit in. Yeah, here we go. Like it fit in kind of right here. And somebody made that for the Insta360 Go, which I thought was a really neat idea. And I want to do that, but I guess they're doing that with, I really want to, that's what I'd like to do. And I know somebody made it for the Insta360 Go S, whatever. Unfortunately, from what I was reading, from people who are not motorcycle people, they overheat. So I don't know if that's the best thing. I mean, maybe this one is the best one for me, which is the, but then right there, I don't like that because it's a 3M. So you got this guy racing and he's doing his thing. And I don't know. I got to look at that. And then on top of it, if you look, he puts it on his visor, and I keep my visor up a lot. I don't know if you noticed that. Even when at Knoebels, when it was cold, I still had that. And yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I was kind of hoping they had something. Yeah, nobody.
So DJI is.
Nope, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Mr. Black's okay. I learned about the overheating from Gemini Connect, and that's what the video is going to be about. Where to get your information from, because with the whole motor, I hate to say this, I hate the motorcycle guys when they make camera videos. I don't think they do a good job. I mean, yeah, Fortnite did a good job saying, hey, check this out, check out the X5. And to be honest, the X5 launch, I think, went really well. I think a lot of the guys did a great job of presenting. I didn't see a lot of hit pieces at first, which was good. They eventually came out, and they weren't too bad. I only saw one good, and it's going to come up in the video. Like, there is one against the GoPro, and I was like, you know better. Like, this person knows better, and they're just not. I don't know. I just thought it was underhanded. So I want to like talk, and that's probably going to be after Christmas. I'm not going to be mean before Christmas. I am a Scrooge-like person, but I'm not that bad. Christmas Carol is probably my favorite Christmas story, and I say that because I've worked on that show. I worked on that show professionally for 2 years. That's what keeps that theater running up in Michigan. Like that, they make all their money off the, they make a lot of money off of that, so then they can do whatever they want the rest of the season. Next year I'm definitely doing a show in Michigan. I gotta see what's going on here in locally, because we talked to our person and we're like, hey, how's it going? And I saw they're doing The Wedding Singer, and I would love to do that show because there's a DeLorean in it, and give me a reason to light up a DeLorean. It's my favorite, I saw The Wedding Singer on Broadway when I was like 20, 21. Here, I can show you when I saw that show. All right. Photos. My photos, albums. How about this? How about I remove that? Get to the photo. It's an old photo. It's an old photo. Oh my God. Some of these photos are just, I don't know why I remember why somebody tagged me in that. Yeah. Wow. Long time ago. Anyway, but yeah, I remember seeing that show and it was good. It was good. I would love to see it again. I would love to do it again. The music's really good. I don't know, where's my profile pics? They used to give you an album on Facebook of your photo of your. They used to give you that. I don't know why they don't do that anymore. Where's my? Because there used to be. Oh, here we go. Profile pictures. I've only changed it like 96 times. The only guy here. Here. So let me. Yep. That's the one I went to see The Wedding Singer, which is 20 years ago. So long time. Long time. And a lot skinnier and still have my hair, so that's good. But yeah, long time. And that's the first time I saw, I think that was like one of the first times I saw a Broadway show. But yeah, I'd love to go do that at one again. It's a good show. It's not horrible. The only thing I don't like is a lot of the music from the movie. There should have been more commercial music, but that costs money. Like Rock of Ages was better because you have more. It's a jukebox musical where this is actually like a story and everything. So looking forward to doing that. That's not why you're here, all one of you, and that might be me because I have a live stream on my phone. It is basically motorcycling. I thinking about doing Soggy Bottom. So BMW MOA is definite in June. Soggy Bottom maybe in May, or is that when's Soggy Bottom? Here, I'll show you when that is. Soggy Bottom Moto Fest. Yeah, here we go. That is, yeah, whatever. That's in July. So June would be BMW. July would be Soggy Bottom. my club is actually looking into doing a mini rally, we're calling it. Be very similar to Soggy Bottom, where it's capped. Here, actually, I didn't even add this to say. So here's Soggy Bottom. Kissel out in the middle of the state does it's like a mini, it's a rally. They cut things off. So if you have if you want to go dual sport riding, there's only 300. If you want to go adventure bike riding, there's 200. So that's what I would do. And if you want to do sport touring, there's only 100. So there's like 600 people allowed. What my club is thinking about doing in August is in August, my club is thinking about doing a mini rally, and we're thinking, if everything goes right, like, I don't know if it's going to be capped at 100 or 200. I don't know what the amount of people we can allow at that place. So, and we're in the beginning stages. I actually need to talk to Patrick myself because I have questions how the Chili Willy went, because I would love to talk to him and see how that went, see what he liked, other than, I know he didn't like the weather. I know nobody liked the weather. But I'd like to pick his brain on how he liked that event. I know I have a couple other guys in the club. One of them used to be really involved with the Square Root Rally with the DC club. I want to talk to him. I know Terrence has gone to a bunch of rallies. So anyway, like, keep an eye out for the Lehigh Valley Beamers camp out or something in August of 2026. Because that's something I'm probably going to go to, and I'll be hosting that. I've actually been really enjoying the club because I ended up doing a lot. We did a club. Here, I'll post that. I'll pull that up. I didn't really talk about it on the channel. BMW MOA, Lehigh Valley Beamers. So, back in, that's something. I'm like, what are we doing? Oops. So back in, yeah, here we go. So we had this really cool, can I do this? Yeah. So in October, one of our members offered up his barn, and we had a picnic. We hadn't had a club picnic in like 3 years, because the last time we did it, I think 15 people joined or showed up. This time we had a much bigger turnout. I think we had like 60 to 70 people, and I was really happy with it. There's our president, Vince. That's his son, and that's his band. And they played actually really good cover band. And then we had like, here's my stuff, because I was the guy who was I was the guy dealing with the projection, and we put on the football game and everything for that. But yeah, this was downstairs, and it was a nice picnic in September. But at this venue, we're thinking about doing our camp out. This was just a picnic that we just did on a Sunday afternoon. The camp out, we're thinking Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I can't play that or I'm going to get copyrighted. But yeah, I mean, it's a really cool barn, and that's something we want to do. We want to start doing more events we want to start doing more events since we're a bigger club now. And I think that's something that's going to happen in August. September, I'm going away. So September, I'm not going on a motorcycle cruise. I'm going on a boat cruise, and I'm going to Alaska. So that is my September. So I'm not going to be doing anything then. And that's actually going to hurt my riding this year. So not a big deal though, because it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's it's something that I've been looking forward for the last 2 years. So I'm finally getting that off my bucket list. One of the cool things about this, there was a Ural, and I absolutely love Urals. That is one of my dream bikes. I want something with a sidecar, just to say I had something with a sidecar. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan. Like in August, we want to do a camp out for the public, so anybody can join, be it a BMW MOA member, non-member. I know we have some planning to do this week, so we have a planning meeting this week, so we're going to talk about that. Yeah, it's that was actually a fun event, and it kind of got me wanting to do events again because I was a theater guy and I did my lighting and everything, and I enjoyed it. But then I ended up, um, working for an event company for a year, and it was okay. It wasn't a good match. So I ended up leaving after a year, but I still wanted to do events, and this kind of made me want like I was the guy in charge of the event, so I could say what I wanted. And I mean, the president was involved, and we had a core group of people that were involved, but like I could say, okay, I want this here, and then Vince is like, hey, I want to have the band up there. And he did more of the sound stuff, so I didn't have to do that because I'm not the best sound guy. I'm a better lighting guy than I am sound. So I was really happy. Now let me quick do something. Hi, Pat.
Hey,
Hey, long time no talk.
it has been a while. How are you?
I'm doing good, and I have questions for you. So I have a lot of questions for you between you buying a new bike and then the Chili Willy thing.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting a big echo. I need to do something.
Okay. Let me remove
Can you
this.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. How's my echo?
There's a huge delay.
Oh well. So how you didn't get a cold from the Chili Willy thing, did you? Oh, you're working on it.
I did not get a cold from the Chili Willy thing.
I was worried about you and everybody there.
It was definitely very cold.
What were the temps down there?
The overnight temps were down 20.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cold. Um especially I mean, how many guys were actually camping?
Actually camping, I think we're probably in tents, maybe 20, 25.
Yeah, and I mean, I work with an Eagle Scout, and I was asking him questions. I said, "What's the coldest you ever?" Because I camped in like 40-degree weather, and I was miserable. But that's also because I was drinking. Um, but I asked him. I said, "What was the coldest you did?" And he goes, 0, because that's what the Eagle Scouts do. And I was like, "Did you have a hot tent?" And he goes, "No, I had a Walmart tent." And I'm like, "Okay." So I was impressed. Uh, so
He was just well prepared.
he's an Eagle Scout.
He's an Eagle Scout.
That's why I hired him, because I knew he was a good, like, he was actually my board op at it. He was at the high school. I'm like, all right, I'm hiring. You know what, you have a good, like, he can think for himself. So that's what I'm looking for. Um, so yeah, he's good. But I saw that I saw that, and then like when I was watching Frank's stuff on Instagram, and I was like, oh my God. So, and when I saw the weather, and I was like, oh boy, it's going to be a little rough for some people.
Hang on just a second. I'm really struggling here because I'm getting you're repeating. I'm hearing you twice with like a
Okay.
5-second delay. I'm
Let me
sure it's
see.
on my end. Um,
Uh-huh. Do you want me to kick you real quick?
and I'm hearing myself again. What I think I will do is get out of this and I'll try to come back, see if I can
All right.
fix things first.
All right.
What I think I will do is get out of this and I'll try to come back, see if I can fix things first.
All right. So I guess Dane went. I'm sorry, Dane. I don't think I met you before. I don't know. But welcome to the live stream. I appreciate it. So, how was your experience? That's if he's even here. So, and I think Patrick may have said, "Hey, check out my live stream," because there were a lot of people here for a little bit. Oh, okay. Hey, yeah, that's you. Okay. And you just subscribed. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So that is cool. Did Patrick say something? So what's the weather like in Arizona? And I might do one thing to fix something. I'll be right back. Oh. Okay, must be nice. A whole 67 degrees. Underground. What's the temp? 32 degrees and snowing here in Pennsylvania. So a little bit different. Yeah, and it looks like the snow has hit us. I'm not going to move my camera, but let's add him to stage. All right, how's the delay, or how is everything going now? Because I just quickly hardwired myself in. And now I can't hear you. And now I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all. Sorry. And you can hear a little bit of echo. And you can hear a little bit of echo. Yeah. Okay. Let me try mute mic. Not mute mic. Well, that's good.
I appreciate it, Dane. All right.
Okay.
Can I, Dane, can you hear me?
Is he still here? Because it says there's only two people, and you, me. I know I'm on with my phone, and then you're here. So, oh, he's still here.
I don't understand why I'm hearing you say the same thing twice, but with such a huge delay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
All right, let me quick play with something. Speaker. I don't know. Sorry. I'll look into it and see why it does that. So I got a question about the Ibex. Did you buy that new, or was somebody already offloading one? And now you're muted. Like, my God. Uh,
How about now? Can you hear me now?
You're back.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Answer to your question. I bought it brand new.
Okay. How, you don't have to say where unless you want to say positive things. How was your buying experience?
It was good. I went to a dealer that's local. I know I paid more than I probably could have if I'd gone to and shopped around a little bit. And the fees are just stupid anywhere.
Yes.
But overall, I went in, I looked at the bike, I checked the bike out, I talked to the salesman, I talked to a couple different salesmen, and it was it was actually a pleasant experience.
Uh, that's good. One of my fellow club members, he was looking at the 450, and he went to I do have a local CF Moto dealership. It's the same place I got my wife's Vespa from, and I already know that place charges way too much for some of their stuff, like the crate fee. I know they rip you off, and I'm talking to him, and I said, "Did you buy it?" He goes, "No." And he goes, I wanted him to work with the owner to work with me. He wouldn't work with me. And he goes, the prices were just so high, and it was marked up so bad. He says, I walked away. Like, and you know what? Maybe in a year or two, maybe when there's more competition, because this place, not only do they sell CF Moto, but they also sell Royal Enfield. So they got two of the hottest bikes right now. You got the Himalaya 450 and you got the Ibex. On top of that, it's a Honda dealership. So if you want to go with the 500X, you can go with that. Um, you could have gone three different ways. Uh, and the dealer knows it. And the dealer doesn't like to make deals, because I wanted to buy the Justin Bieber Vespa because it's been sitting on the floor for 2 years and he wouldn't play. I'm like, it's sitting here. So anyway, the guy was saying, maybe in a year or two, one of the other CF Moto dealers will want to play ball. This delay is horrible.
I just now heard the other dealers will play ball.
Yeah, that's bad.
Because I hear you right now, but I'm going to hear it again in about a minute.
Oh, that's horrible.
Here we go. Yeah, there's some weird connection thing going on. Could be my end. I'm not sure.
Here, I'm going to step out for 1 minute. Be right back.
It really is horrible. Oh my gosh.
And I'm back. Any improvement or no?
I just heard you say you're going to step out.
Oh, geez. Okay. This isn't working.
So. Yeah, let me get out of it. Let you go back to your live stream and I'll just watch.
In all honesty, I've been going for an hour. I'm going to probably call it a night. We'll do, I'm going to send you a message and we'll talk. Maybe we can do something this week during the week, because it's been a while since I talked to you. And I've been wanting to do a live stream with you for a little bit, because you have a lot going on and I've got a lot going on. So I wanted to touch base with you. So I think Patrick, thank you for coming. Thank everyone for joining tonight. I appreciate it. We're having a lot of technical difficulties. I'm gonna have to work on this, and we might see something. Keep an eye out in the next week or two. It's the off season for motorcycling, so it's boring. So we really should be seeing more live streams. I'm actually a little surprised not more people are live streaming right now. But in the next couple of weeks, keep an eye out. And Dane, you didn't miss much. You just missed technical issues. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch it back and hear me ramble on about what's going on in the future, feel free to do that. There are going to be a couple of videos coming out in the next couple of weeks for me. And then, we will we'll persevere and we'll get a decent live stream. I'll practice. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can fix if it's on my end or something. But yeah, anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. If you want to watch it again, I'm going to keep this one posted for a while, and I'll catch you guys later.